Now, a new campaign is being launched today to highlight the need for more black and mixed race people to sign up to be stem cell, blood and organ donors. The blood cancer charity ACLT, that's the African Caribbean Leukemia Trust, have teamed up with NHS Blood and Transplants even, to make a film featuring a poem written by the husband of a leukemia survivor. Mark Thompson, he's here now along with Beverley Degale, who is the co-founder of the ACLT. Before we speak to them though, let's see some of the film.
We come from the largest gene pool in the world, Africa. And so, in order to get parity with, for example, the white Northern European community in terms of finding matches, we need 10 of us for every one of them to join the register.
If you're white Northern European, you have at best a 60 to 90% chance of finding a donor, multiple donors. But if you're black or mixed race, it's less than 20%.
Giving is not just for birthdays. Giving could be for life.
Beverley, some stark statistics in that film. Do you think that's something that I certainly wasn't aware that it was that severe? Do you think people just don't realise?
Possibly, yeah. I would say that's highly likely, and that's why ACLT exists, to work with people like Mark, who sadly has been directly affected, and working with celebrities to help push the message, to ensure that people are hearing the message and are able to say, I'm on it.
Mark, tell us your experiences, please, and how you came to be involved.
Yeah, I mean, my wife was initially diagnosed with leukemia in 2004. We thought she'd beaten the disease, and unfortunately in 2005 she relapsed. We found that she needed a bone marrow donor, and we were told the chances at that point were even more scary. The figures were something like 1 in 100,000 to find a donor. My wife, like me, is half Jamaican and half British, which could potentially have made it even more complicated. And we contacted the ACLT at that point to try and get some support and to raise awareness. And we set up a campaign called Like to Like, which was in association with the ACLT, which was all about raising awareness. And at one early meeting in that, I'd come up with the idea of I'm a poet, so I go by the name of Mark Mr. T. Thompson, which is a long story. I came up with an idea for a song that we would try and get some people to record with this kind of hook, which was on it or not, asking whether people are registered. And it kind of sat in a drawer for a very long time and got wheeled out to make a film. And we've now got an amazing bunch of celebrities that have read it out. And basically it's trying to encourage particularly young people, which some of these celebrities have got, great reach into that sort of part of our community, thinking particularly of the Mandem on the Wall, we're hoping that those young men will reach out to other young men and get them to join the register and go out and save a life, which is just such an amazing thing to be able to do.
How is having your poem out there for people to see? Is it quite exposing it in a sense?
Well, I'm kind of a semi-professional poet, so I do a lot of performing. I run a Facebook group called Poetry in London, and I'm used to being out there doing poetry. In fact, the odd thing for me is that there's only sort of a couple of lines that are said by me, and we've got an amazing range of celebrities that have stepped up to say that they're on it, they're supporting the campaign.
And they're on the register.
And they're already on the register. So, I mean, when they say they're on it, they don't just mean they're on it in terms of supporting. There's been people like Richard Blackwood and Ashley Waters have been supporting for years. There's a great range of people that have got up and kind of taken on my words and given them new life.
Now, you mentioned young people there, Beverley. It's also presumably as generations get more mixed and the makeup of London changes ever as generations go on, this problem's only going to get more acute unless something's done.
Absolutely, and this is what we keep saying, but we need those who have the power to take on this message and to understand that the population as it grows is increasing with mixed race people that are part of the community. And if you're mixed race, the chances of you finding a donor are 1 in 5, or 80% of people will not find a donor as it stands at the moment. And so campaigns like I'm On It are really important for us so that we can get that message out and more people start registering.
Okay, and just finally, Beverley, how do people register? How do people get
So
themselves
we want
on that
people
list?
to go to the blood.co.uk/I'm on it website, and if they want further information, they can contact aclt.org.
Thank you very much indeed to both of you. Thank you very much indeed for coming and talking to us. That's blood.co.uk/I'm on it. Is
Yes,
that right?
that's
Good.
correct.
That's the way to link up. We're going to take a very short break now, but when we come back, we'll have the national headlines.